been working with the Lou Duva and George Benton stable of fighters, preparing to fight a 4 wins, 5 loss journeyman pro in American Ron Humes. Tua was New Zealand's big boxing hope at the Barcelona Olympics, becoming our first ever Olympic heavyweight medalist. He's a hard puncher with a big heart. Good evening. Today, a confident David Tua set out to find out if he could hack it in the big-time pro ranks of the world boxing scene. One world of sport is as good as its word tonight. We said we'd bring you the David Tua debut pro fight at this time, and we are. But if you've seen the network news at 6 tonight, you'll know the fight was over pretty quickly in the Pavilions, Virginia Beach, Virginia, this afternoon. It was a heavyweight contest scheduled for 4 3-minute rounds. Without further ado, here's how the fight came into our studios this afternoon via satellite.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 4 rounds. In the heavyweight division, your referee from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Mr. Al Rothenberg. Introducing the principals. First, in the red corner, wearing the blue trunks, weighing in at 195 pounds, with a professional record of 4 wins and 5 defeats with 4 knockouts. From Virginia Beach, Virginia, here is Ron Humes. His opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red trunks, weighing in at 201 pounds, making his professional boxing debut from Christchurch, New Zealand, here is David Tua. Again, this is a 4-round heavyweight fight.
Tua off his 1992 bronze medal in the Barcelona Olympics makes his pro debut against Ron Humes. Tua, native of Western Samoa, moved to Auckland, New Zealand at the age of 10 and represented that country in the Olympics. He's in the red trunks, and he goes up against a 33-year-old Ron Humes, who turned pro only last May and has had 9 pro fights. Each of them have resulted in a knockout. He has knocked out 4, and he has been knocked out 5 times.
Well, they call him Rockin' Ron, and that's why. He's been KO'd his last 4 times out, and boom, the left hook. David Tua starts this fight off quickly and lands the left hook, and there is what happens when you get hit by Tua. Down goes Ron Humes.
And in a matter of seconds, David Tua has become a professional boxer with a first-round knockout. Lou Duva in his corner, and they like this prospect who won a bronze medal at Barcelona. David Tua, 20-year-old from Christchurch, New Zealand, has opened with a bang.
Well, they think David Tua could be the next Mike Tyson. He has a lot of power. He's very aggressive. He starts off, as Tyson did, extremely fast in these fights, and there's what happens. On his back is Ron Humes, and he may have hurt his ankle when he went down. Sometimes, when you are out, you can fall on your ankle. Here is a look at it. Watch the right ankle of the man in the blue trunks, David Humes. The left hook over the top is right there, and there goes that foot. There's how relaxed a person gets when he gets knocked out. The right foot turned completely around, may have snapped that right ankle. Oh, that is such your body gets so relaxed when you get KO'd that you do things that your body should not do. Your foot was not made to go back the other way.
So Ron Humes, who had no amateur fights and then turned pro at the age of 32, and just what the doctor ordered for David Tua in his professional debut. And here is another look, and not a pleasant sight.
Not at all. Watch the left hook, and watch how David Humes is walking into it, runs into that left hook, and the right foot of Humes is causing him a lot of pain. down. Oh, he's hurt. He's in a lot of pain over there, too. Unlike when you get knocked out, when you're revived after you get knocked out, it's not painful. You don't hurt. Sometimes you have a headache. But what is causing him a pain is that right foot. Probably broke it.
And David Tua looks over his fallen opponent, but it took him only 37 seconds to win his first professional fight. You'll be hearing a lot about David Tua, the newest heavyweight on the scene.
Well, as they used to say in the fight game, let's hope you weren't putting your hat under your seat. You might have missed the fight if you were. 37 seconds in round one was all it took for David Tua of Auckland, New Zealand, to get his pro career away to a winning start. After the fight, here are some of the comments from the key people around David Tua.
I thought he did a terrific job out there. He was nice, loose, relaxed. He followed instructions, and we told him, this guy stands straight up, lead with your jab, bob and weave, and as soon as you see the spot, dig a right hand into his belly and come right back with the left hook, which he did, and knocked the guy out. I see great things for this guy here, because he can punch, he can take a punch, and he wants to be a professional fighter. I think this kid here in 2 years is going to be heavyweight champ of the world. 2 years, mark what I tell you.
Well, you know, I pretty much expected it. I watched him in the Olympics, and he was very explosive. The guy came out there, he used the jab, and exploded with that left hook. He a very explosive guy, and a guy with a lot of talent, and could possibly be the world champion.
Did this fight prove anything tonight? I mean, he basically goes up against a stiff with a glass jaw out of Virginia Beach. Was this really a waste of time for somebody like this to get started his pro career?
Well, not at all, because in profession, it's all about a confident booster. You have to get out there, and you're not just jump into deep water. No, you swim. You get your feet in there. You get accustomed to the water, and in each and every fight, get a little bit tougher. But it's good to take your fighter slowly and build his confidence, so when he do get in there with a tough guy, he have strong confidence and he can go out there and get the job done.
Well, it was a tremendous performance of David. Anyone that can win their first professional contest in 37 seconds of the first round has got to be something a little bit special, and I believe David is. He proved tonight that he's not only an explosive puncher, but he's also got the mental attitude to succeed at professional boxing. He was confident in the dressing room. He felt good when he got in the ring, and he went out there and he did the job like a seasoned professional. I'm very, very pleased with his performance.
How did things go in your mind? Did it work out the way you wanted it to?
Well, yes, first of all, I just thank God, to give me the strength and the courage, that was involved in my match. But, I thought, I've done the work in the gym, and it was tonight the night to put it all together. And I just thank God that was, all work out, the way that I wanted, the way that my trainer and my manager wanted to work out, and, I wouldn't ask for more.
Nation, do you have a message for all the folks back home who are throwing their support behind you?
Yes, definitely. But first of all, I just thank God for the strength and the courage that they gave me. I was involved in my boxing match tonight. And I would like to thank the New Zealand supporters back home, my family, my church. And also I'd like to thank all those kids that sent faxes to wish me all the best for my fight tonight. And I thanks for all those kind things, those kind supporters, words you guys have given me. And I won't let you down, and I hope to do the best for you guys in the near future, and hopefully win the world title in the near future. Thank you very much.
Well, everyone seems pretty hyped up over the fight, including David Tua himself and his manager, Kevin Barry. Over these boxing people away from the hype are pretty shrewd characters. A more dispassionate view might be to say that not too much yet should be written up as to the quality of David Tua as a professional. There is a class of boxer in the United States known as a journeyman. They call them a stiff there tonight, and they see their job to provide young pros with solid first-up fights, and they don't really hold out much hope of winning. Ron Humes was exactly that, perhaps just a signpost along the way for the emerging David Tua. In fact, the key words in the commentary tonight could well have been the description of the background of Humes. No fights as an amateur, and only making his debut as a professional at the age of 32. He was hardly a test for David Tua, but the New Zealander is away on his professional career with a knockout win, and however it happened, that was the result David Tua was looking for. All fans of boxing here will look now with interest to his next professional outing in Connecticut on December